Hi guys, Mark Holthe here, Canadian immigration lawyer, ex-immigration officer, and former high school teacher, and the founder of the Express Entry Law private Facebook group. It's hard to believe that from its early days in 2015 when I first started it, how it could possibly ever grow to the point where it's over 120,000 members. It is something I'm extremely proud of, and the members in the group are a testament to how awesome it is. It's grown organically because people who use it, benefit from it, share it with their friends and with their family. And it has become something that I am unbelievably proud of. It's called Express Entry Law because it's different than other groups. I actually emphasize that my members always refer back to the actual law, not some post by some other consultant or on some other lawyer's website, but the source, the IRCC website, the policy, and the laws that govern immigration in Canada. And as a Canadian immigration lawyer, my advice and direction stems back to the law, not someone else's experience or even necessarily the government's policy directives, because that's not law. But this group, guys, is something that I'm so proud of, like I said. And so I thought I'd just share you a little bit of information about it. Let's start off with number one, why I created it. Well, I created it to create a safe environment where people can come in to share information that's not going to be inundated with people spamming them or trying to solicit from them. Yes, as the owner of this group, I do want you to hire me if you find this information useful and helpful. And I do want you to hire me over any other consultant. So you'll see in the rules, I actually block people who share the contact information for other representatives. This is my group. And so I hope to be able to benefit from it. But with this being said, it's designed to be a safe place where people can share information. And I have a wonderful group of moderators all over the world who help to make sure that it's safe and correct and accurate. Now, obviously, with a group this size, the information can't be relied on as in the same as legal advice, but it's an information source that can benefit you and help you. If you need direct legal advice, then that's where I hope you'll reach out to me and book a consult. And there's lots of resources out there in order for you to access that. This is the link on my firm website where you can log in and you can actually go and book a consult, and you can schedule it right here. So I point that out as one resource if you're looking for other information. But the reality is, if you're just looking to get advice and direction from a general standpoint, this is the place for you. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about these benefits and how it can help you. Well, like I said before, there's so much misinformation out there, especially, and this is the one that's causes me the most grief, is someone will go through the process, get their approval, get a confirmation of permanent residence, and land in Canada, and then consider themselves the expert. And then they'll start sharing their experience, and everybody else will assume that that experience is the law and it will work for them. When in reality, maybe an officer overlooked something in their application and approved it when another officer would refuse it. Or there's other consultants out there that know nothing about immigration any more than you do, other than reading the website. And so then they take your money, they help you to submit your profile into the pool, and you have zero chance of qualifying. So this group is all about helping you to know, one, yes, if you can qualify, but there's a big difference between being able to qualify and actually getting an ITA. And so that invitation to apply is your golden ticket to then submit your permanent resident application to become a permanent resident of Canada. So we help with all of those things. Now, in addition to the general help that you get from getting people answering your questions and giving you general advice, and remember, it's not legal advice. In addition to that, there are a ton of added value that comes to the members of this group. And one of them is this. So if I put this up right here, you'll see every Tuesday at noon, I have my EE live Q&A. So that's where I answer your live questions about Express Entry. Those who want to send a question in advance can also do that for consideration. And you'll see here, if you send an email to mholthe@stringham.ca and put EE live Q&A in the subject line, then you can have your questions potentially answered. Remember, they need to be of general nature that would benefit everybody in the group. And that's why I did this. That's why I created this, so that when I give an answer to one question, it can benefit thousands of people at the same time. It allows me to have an influence in helping people globally all over the world. And it is something that just gives me so much satisfaction knowing that I'm actually making this world of Canadian immigration a better place. So huge value. That is something, I don't know if anybody's doing it quite like that out in Facebook world, especially not immigration lawyers like I am. Okay, so we have that. Then I want to point you to some of the other resources that are not a part of this group, but are linked indirectly to it. So if I click here and share my screen with you again, right here, every video that's been posted goes to my YouTube channel. So if you missed it and you're trying to find it and you're scrolling through the Facebook and you just can't, you can come here and listen to every single one of my last EE Live Q&As. And you can see, guys, there are a tons of information. And so in here, I usually try to have a focus question that is addressed, but then I answer the listener questions that are sent in via email. And then the last portion of it is the live rough and tumble. You post your comment, I address it right on the spot. What else do I have? Well, I've got the Canadian Immigration Podcast, which you can subscribe to on iTunes. And that's available out there for answering questions that are well even beyond express entry. I cover everything in there. And linked to our group is the Canadian Immigration Institute Facebook page. And here's where you can check out all of the reviews and see what other people have to say who booked consults with me and used our services. All right. And then finally, I do offer some alternatives to hiring me directly as your lawyer. So if you did want to hire me, you can book a consult. But if you need more assistance and you're looking for all of these resources all compressed into one awesome little tool, this is where you go. The Express Entry Complete Step-by-Step Guide to Doing It Yourself. It is paid. You can enroll in it. And for a lifetime access, it's $497 US. You can break that down into 6 monthly payments, or you can subscribe for a monthly access at $97 US. And very frequently for the members of the group, I'll have special promotions, just like you probably see up in the banner image right now. And so these limited offers are always available exclusively to members of our Express Entry Law Private Facebook group. I did want to go in and just show you what you can see in here. So if I click on here, this is the actual access to it. And one of the cool things about this is that I cover not only information, and you get a lot of people, hey, can you give me a step-by-step information where they give you the text of everything that you should do? This is not it. This is a video tutorial where I walk you through every step of the process, from understanding the basics in Module 1, preparing to submit your profile in Module 2, because some of you may not be ready yet. And this is information you need to know so you're not wasting money that you don't need to. Module 3, completing your profile. Module 4, once you get your ITA, then submitting your electronic application for permanent residence, which is the most important part. And that's all dedicated in Module 4. Module 5 is the document checklist, which is probably the single most important part, because it's where your application will get rejected more often than not. And then not only that, a ton of member-only resources that are available on some of the most difficult aspects of Express Entry that people are constantly asking questions about within our group. So as you can see from all of this, guys, this is all there to help you. These are all bonuses for joining the group. All right. Let's jump to the very last one, which is the rules. There are rules. Yes, when you're joining this group, there's certain expectations of the members. And you can go and you can look at those rules. They're clearly stated. And I won't go through them all in order, but generally speaking, you just need to be kind to one another. Be helpful. This is one big family. Don't be mean. Don't be critical. Everybody comes at it at different levels. And I've seen in other groups where people go on and they belittle and make fun of someone who asks what they think is a simple, straightforward question. Well, in this group, we be kind. Next, no promoting other agents, no other representatives, no other lawyers. It's my group, and I'd hope that you'd respect that. The third rule is that there's lots of times where English is what people struggle with more than anything, IELTS. I've got a designated person that I refer to. So no referring to outside IELTS instructors, okay? And another rule that I have is that you don't share proprietary information. So if you've got some IELTS program or course that you've purchased and now you want to share it with everybody, don't do it. because that is someone else's hard work that they put in hopes that they would get paid. It's like some people who have gone in, purchased my course, and then they've tried to share their username and password with everybody else so they get free access. I take great exception to that because I've put in literally hundreds and hundreds of hours sharing all of my best tips, strategies, and instruction on how to do it yourself. And then if someone takes that and then just basically gives it away for free, I got a problem with that. And my moderators monitor things really carefully. And what are the consequences of breaking the rules? Well, you could get your comment deleted, you could be removed from the group, or you could be permanently blocked. And any of those, we reserve the right to do that. So other than that, guys, this is a great group, and those rules are there for a reason. And that's why it is the single best Facebook page, private or otherwise, on Facebook related to Express Entry that's out there. And so I hope you enjoy this group. Welcome to it. It's something that I have a tremendous amount of passion and pride about, as you can see, and I look forward to getting to know you personally as you interact with me through all the various channels that I have out there. All right, this is Canadian immigration lawyer Mark Holthe, ex-immigration officer and former high school teacher, signing off, saying welcome to the Express Entry Law Private Facebook group.